and welcome to your weekly updated 3. I'm Allison Boysen, reporting live from the WNYB studio. Today our top story is about Abraham Lincoln and his final days. Here to talk about it is Mr. Bill O'Reilly from the O'Reilly Factor. Hi! So you wrote the book Lincoln's Last Days?
Yes, I did.
Can you tell us a little bit about Lincoln first?
Sure. Well, he was born on February 12, 1809 in Hardin County, Kentucky. And he was a successful lawyer before he became the 16th President of the United States of America.
So where did Lincoln's death take place?
Well, he was shot in Ford's Theater on April 14, 1865, but he actually died in a house across the street on April 15, 1865. That's where he was taken so that the doctors could at least try to save him.
How did he die?
He was shot by John Wilkes Booth in the back of the head, right behind his ear. He actually did not die instantly. It took hours and hours for him to actually die.
Who are some of the people that have a huge part in the assassination of Lincoln?
Well, obviously John Wilkes Booth played a huge role. He planned the whole ordeal and shot Lincoln. He had a huge hatred for him. He thought he was trying to ruin the South's way of life. Then there was Mary Lincoln. She was the first lady at the time and supposedly went crazy after her husband died. She ended up dying in 1882 at the age of 63. There was also William Seward, who was almost killed on the night that Lincoln was murdered.
Wow, very interesting. What was your purpose for writing this book?
Well, I love my job hosting the O'Reilly Factor, but I also love to write. Politics have always fascinated me, so what's better than to write about our president? I've also written another book about Lincoln's assassination and JFK. Plus, I used to be a history teacher, so I know a lot about the subject.
I absolutely loved the book. It gave some very good information on Lincoln's assassination and what led up to it. It gave you a look inside the killer's mind, I guess you could say. And not only did it just talk about his death, it also talked about the end of the Civil War. I would definitely recommend this book, especially if you like to learn about the Civil War time period. Thank you for joining us, Mr. O'Reilly.
Anytime, Allie. Thank you for having me, and also go out and buy it.
Next up, we have a story about the Grimm brothers and their interesting life. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Allison Ritchie, and welcome to the weekly news at 3. Our next story is about the Grimm brothers and their interesting life. Here we have English professor Donald R. Hattinga, who wrote a book about the famous brothers, the Brothers Grimm, Two Lives, One Legacy. Hello, Allison. So why did you want to write about the Grimm brothers?
Well, ever since I was 7 or 8, I've always enjoyed reading their tales. Once I stepped into the world of Hansel and Gretel, and ever since then, I've been obsessed.
Wow. You've obviously loved writing this then, right?
Yes. Every page is filled with interesting facts, and I feel as if the tone of this is very factual. I even got to go to Germany to visit where they live.
So give us the basics. Who are the Grimm brothers?
Well, there's Jacob and Wilhelm Grimm, who are the oldest of their family. Jacob was born January 4th, 1785, and was considered a miracle child because their mother had not been able to conceive children that would live yet. Wilhelm was born February 24th, 1786, and they both collected and recorded the fairy folk tale.
Amazing. So what were Jacob and Wilhelm like?
Jacob and Wilhelm were like twins, even though they weren't twins. They both enjoyed English history, reading, and traveling. They were pretty amazing in a way. Everything they all did is still remembered, and their stories are in so many modern things today.
Like what?
Well, there's Grimm, Once Upon a Time, Hansel and Gretel, and more. There's even a few books such as Kiss in Time, Cloak, and Beasley, all by Alex Flynn.
Wow, well that was all the time we have. Join us after the break for the aerial Bigfoot search. Bye.
Welcome to your weekly update of 3. I'm Allison Boysen.
You are Allison Boysen.
I'm Allison. This project is by Allison Ritchie.
Allie, does this look okay?
This one looks okay.
You didn't come and look.
Well, I don't know that
Why
one's
are you
okay.
playing with my iPad?
I don't know. Can you see me?
I can see you.
Okay, here comes the down. Why are we talking like this?
I don't know, you started it.
Is it recording?
Yeah.
Well, this is going on bloopers.
Yeah.
My God, Becky, look at her butt. Tushy. only die once.
That's the
my
motto.
freaking Yodo.
I would bow every day, every day, every
That's a
day.
Yodo.
Be sitting all day.
You only die once.
Make it painful. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
No.
Hi, and welcome to your
I
weekly
wasn't
update.
doing that. I was doing this thing.
Oh!
Alright, ready?
Okay,
1, 2, 3. Did you mess it up already? Whoopsh, whoopsh. Whoopsh, whoopsh. We're gonna die young.
I'm not gonna die young. You might die young. I'm not dying young. I'm gonna have kids. Shut your butt, girl.
Okay, squeaky.
I know it, girl. Cut you. Rude. Don't be interrupting me. You seen me on the phone. Rude. Okay. Oh, rude. Security. Security.
I'm just gonna put a box over my head because you know.
YOLO. Harry, give me some of your gravy. Okay, let's get serious and down to business.